Member for North Vancouver, Seymour.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you to my colleague for letting me ask a question. My question is actually just a follow-up from the previous questioning that heard in question period. It was just come to my attention about this letter that was sent from the Ministry of Transportation. And I will quote it again. After much review, discussion, and briefing, actually it says, understanding the mandate of our new government and how it relates to the commercialization of public transportation structures. After much review, discussion, and briefing, the ministry has decided not to pursue the commercialization of any public structures with any vendor. And then it goes on to say, I would like to assure you that our review of the matter was thorough and that the subsequent direction took into account all the interests that have been presented. So my question for the Minister of Arts, Tourism and Culture is, were some of those interests considered in tourism as well as the film industry?
Minister.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you to the member for the question. And I can assure the member, as the Minister of Transportation said this afternoon, this decision was about not turning the Lionsgate Bridge into a commercial tourist attraction. It has no impact on the film industry, and it does not impact the temporary permits that are available to the film industry.
Member.
Thank you for that answer. So does that mean that this letter, the ministry has decided not to pursue the commercialization of any public structures with any vendor is incorrect?
Minister.
Thank you, Chair. And as I've said, this does not affect the temporary permits for the film industry. Thank you.
Member.
But it says here, the commercialization of any public structures with any vendor. Any public structure. That could be roads, it could be a school, it could be a park, it could be anything with any vendor, which could be any film production company. So how this is written, in my opinion, is potentially damaging to not just the tourism industry, but the film industry.
Is there a question, member?
Yes, there is. Sorry. So my confirmation again, will this, if this is not true, will this statement be retracted?
Minister.
Thank you, Chair. I believe this question can be forwarded to the Minister of Transportation. As I've said, it does not have any impact on the film industry and does not affect the temporary permits available for the film industry. So the member can please forward the question to the Minister of Transportation. Thank you.
Members and audience members are asked to please turn off electronic devices that beep, buzz, ring, jingle, and all such things. Thank you. Member North Vancouver, Seymour.
Oh, thank you very much, Chair. So I can be confident then that the Minister of Arts, Tourism and the film industry will ensure that the commercialization of any public structures with any vendor is incorrect.
Minister.
Thank you, Chair. I've answered the question.